Hey, happy Monday. And if you're watching this not on a Monday, happy whatever day it is. I wanted to come on here. Um, it's the Monday, 1 week before Christmas. And I woke up. I did not go to the gym this morning. I chose to sleep in. I did not make my protein smoothie. I decided to grab some tea and go straight to work. I didn't, I even, my main appointment today was it's a mentorship group that I lead. We postponed it a week because we'll just sit kids at home. We have like airport runs, events, different things, all the Christmas things. And so with all of that, I have felt behind. I have felt unmotivated. I feel like my to-do list, I mean, it's afternoon already, and my to-do list has not shrunk much. And I might have gotten a few things done, but I was feeling really anxious about what's coming. Like I'm not going to be able to get things done. And I know that it's me. I know that I'm stopping me. I know that I didn't do the few things. When I get up in the morning and I exercise, then it like helps me get the day started. I don't know what it is for you. This is not a, hey, make sure you get a good morning routine video. This is, I want you to take a deep breath and I want you to know that you matter. I saw a meme I saw a post a couple weeks ago. It was talking about as you grew up, you realized behind every great and magical moment is a mom busting her butt. And friend, we are the moms busting our butts to make things magical and memorable and amazing for our families. And we get so focused on the doing. We get so focused on what doing all the things that to make this magical moments. We forget what really makes it, and it's our presence. And I don't mean the presence under the tree, even though our teenagers may think that's it. I think back of holiday seasons growing up, and there's very few gifts that I remember. But I remember all the things, our little rituals and our I can't even think of the word of it. But the rituals, the traditions, there, hard word, right? The traditions we did before, on Christmas morning, before we would open gifts. Like we would have a few things. My mom would, we'd have a picture, and there's a couple of things we had to do before we started opening gifts. Those are the things that I remember. So I want you to take a moment and think about what you remember from growing up. And then also remember, like, who stood in that gap and created that moment. Was it your mom, your dad, your grandma, your aunts, uncles, whoever it was? Remind yourself that that's what you're doing right now. So friend, you are not behind. There's nothing like a approaching deadline to look at our to-do list and get rid of the things that really don't matter in the first place. If you are following the Unwrapped series, my podcast series, we've gone through like how to nurture healthy relationships and how to stop permission to not be the super mom. You already are the super mom. You get to be your version of it. You don't have to be Susie down the streets version. Now, what I want you to know is that the effort that you put in is your responsibility, not the outcome. When you put focus on the effort you're making, it doesn't matter that the cookies are burnt on the ends. It doesn't matter that not every side dish you wanted to make got made. The effort you put in, and that's it. The effort of you want to show up. What effort do you put in to showing up? What does that mean to you? The effort to make an amazing meal. Well, the effort you put in, it doesn't mean it needs to be perfect. I mean, how we build things up in our mind, it's typically not even like reasonable or something we can do. So when you're feeling behind, because today I have been, in fact, I was feeling behind, and my coach friend was like, Tami, you need to go on a walk. And I was like, what? I've got so many things to do. She's like, go on a 10-minute walk. And I did. And it just gave me that moment of what's really important today. What's really important tomorrow? What's really important for the season? And so while you're thinking about that, I just have 3 things for you. is remember you're right where you need to be. You're right here. You're thinking in the right way. You want to make the magical moment, but what really makes the magical moment? You. Um, what is really important to you? What is important to remember? How do you want this season to feel? And then create give yourself opportunities to create that. What do you want to remember? What do you want to be able to say on January 2nd about the next week and a half, 2 weeks? What do you want to say about that? What do you want your family to say about it? Do you want them to say you spent the whole week in the kitchen and didn't even get to sit and watch Christmas movies with them? Do you want them to say that that you made them come and help make cookies and end up having a great time? Like, what do you want them to say about this? Because it allows you to get clear on what's really important. The effort is all we need to put into it. And I know that you're doing that. There are several gifts that are literally the Amazon boxes with a bow on it, because I'm like, I know what's in it, or I think I do at least. It would be funny if it was not what I expected, but that just adds to the intrigue of it. But it has the person's name on it, and it's like, you know what? My kids are teenagers. They're okay with me not wrapping every one of their gifts. They can open a box. By giving myself that freedom, by giving myself permission to not wrap every one of the presents in perfect fashion with bows and tags and all of that, it allows me to sit down and watch a movie with them instead of shooing them away. By having them help me with the cooking, I get to spend time with them versus them going and playing video games while I'm doing all the cooking. Like, I looked at what was important to me. And then I realized, okay, I have a week. Let's start removing those things that are not important. And that's what I did. That I literally today took away things that I'm like, yep, that's not getting done. You know what? I didn't really want to do that in the first place, including a Christmas party that I was invited to that I didn't really want to go to. I decided that it's just one extra thing that day that is too much. And so I sent a text and let them know that I really appreciate the invite, but we're not going to make it. And we'd love to see them after the new year. And it's okay. You're right where you are. You're the creator of this magical moment. Ask yourself what you remember, and then remind yourself that use that as your guide as you're going into the holiday season, as you're going into Christmas, and we have 1 week. It's okay to simplify, to not do all the things, but what's not okay is to get through it and miss it. It's not okay to not be there for your family as they're eating or opening gifts, or as they're playing the games, or it's important that you take care of you so you can be there for them. And taking a moment to recognize what's important is part of taking care of you. So, friend, with that, I'm going to close. Though this is like holiday themed, this really goes with anything. So you maybe later on in 2024, when you're feeling behind and you're like, okay, what's really important? Come back to this video and it will show you. All right, with that, I'm going to close. I can't wait for you guys to hear about your holiday season and to see what you set down and what you keep on your list. With that, choose joy until joy chooses you. Bye for now.